I'm an adult of my spirit. I'm an adult of my mind. I'm an adult of my thought because I am what I think about, and I think I love you. And I want to wish you happiness today. Happy Friday, everybody. Today is Friday. The weekend is here. Looking forward to it. Today's topic today is where has the love gone? Number 139. Where has the love gone? And who's hiding the love? Well, you say, well, no, I'm not sure that I believe that. Well, often are you hearing anyone in the political news online about love? Why are we not talking about in school how to teach our children to love each other better? Why aren't we teaching it in high school? Why isn't there a class for how to love? Because what we need more now than ever, we really need love. I got mine. Oh, you can see it. I thought that would be a good apropos here today. Where is the love? Who's hiding the love? Well, it's a new world design that it appears to be. The design, and it's still, I personally think it's the old world design that has been going on for thousands of years. And a lot of these things are coming to head. Just want to let you know, before we go into that, Chiefs, I got my Chiefs jersey on here. I got my Patrick Mahomes. See him back there somewhere. We both have his initials in his name. My initials are in his first name, Mahomes, M-A. Anyway, so go Chiefs. Today starts training camp, and I just want to give you all the Chiefs fans a big shout out here. So again, we're talking about the old world, the new world design here. What is the new world design? What is keeping this? What is it causing? It's causing confrontation. Confrontation straight up. It seems now there's more confrontation that's going on amongst ourselves. And we know, or at least I know, I have my own idea, that it is caused by the pandemic. And that the pandemic has been used perfectly to bring in this new design. So there's this confrontation going on. That's what it appears like. Everything is about confrontation. If you look at the media, you see it's one side or the other. It really seems that the left is dominating now. You want to call it the Democrats? I call them the blue pills and the red pills. It's causing this confrontation. And if you disagree, then it begins the name calling. So right now appears to be that there is no more free speech. It just doesn't appear that free speech is not, you don't have free speech anymore. I've been censored already on YouTube for talking about the V's. Okay? And doesn't matter what's proof or what's true or not. If it does not agree, even although scientifically proven, because of the confrontation, you can't and are not free to express yourself. So it is my understanding, it is my observation that we have new rulers. We're not ruled by, I believe, a political system anymore. We are ruled by big tech. And big tech, I don't have to mention them, is YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. You know, there's just, you have to always watch everything that you have. And what is their power? What does big tech have? They know it. They have the censorship. They have censorship. You see, so whatever they don't agree, then they can just take you off without any questions asked. There's so many people I know that's being censored, and that is why there is no more free speech. Literally, there's no more free speech. And, we are protected by the First Amendment, but at the same time, when you have this media censorship, then they're the ones who are the new rulers. Okay. Now, here is my thing here, and I do believe this is even more true, that there's spiritual censorship that is either now or is coming. The fact of the matter is, I know that I have stepped onto this path that I'm really basically walking by myself, of telling everyone that will listen to understand that the feminine is mother, and she is the Holy Spirit and belongs in the Trinity. And so, again, I don't know. I've had some talks on it, and I really am looking forward to having some people on, somebody in particular that's coming. It's going to explain more about all the scriptures and everything here. So now what else do we have? We're having divisional censorship. So nobody wants to listen to you. We've stopped listening to each other. We're not giving each other the opportunity to speak their side and to agree to disagree. Otherwise, if a person doesn't agree with you, they begin what I call gnashing their teeth. And their gnashing of their teeth just will not allow the breaking of their own personal programming. You see, all of us have been programmed since before we were born. The program of everything that's going on doesn't mean I can get into this. That's a whole nother show. But I'm talking about where is love and how is it being taken from us. So when you're in a divisional censorship between each other, meaning you're not, if you agree to a certain topic, and the health pandemic is what's really causing this divisional censorship of not allowing, if one person feels one way and the other person feels the other way, we can't agree to disagree, or to say this is America, and what you do with your body is your body. Now, it's interesting how there's a forcing of what's going on now, but again, people they have the right to do whatever their body. A woman has the right to have an abortion. And so, it doesn't matter if I don't agree with it. What matters is she has a right to do it with her body. Okay. I think another thing that's really going on here now is sexual censorship. And that because of sexual orientation, it's taken away your right to believe what you believe is what's real and what isn't. And so this is causing this real division, and it's coming in the school. And it seems that one is winning over the other. And I'm not going to get into it. It is what it is. And you don't have to look very far to see how things have changed in the sexuality of this country. Now, also, I believe that there is a love censorship going on. It's just how you love is, it just seems to be, it's based on sexuality, and it's not based on a true relationship in the spiritual sense between two people, and whatever and whoever those two people are. Again, we could get off into this and the law and everything, but there's no need here, because I'm trying to figure out and want to encourage us about loving each other more. But I do believe there's a slow train coming on blocking on how to truly love one another in the spiritual sense, and that is picking up speed. So if you can fall in any of these categories, basically any category, you can't make a mistake. Because if you make a mistake, you get trolled, and it puts more pressure on what you say, because we live in a controlled environment. Now, I believe it did have a beginning when everything just kind of went from one extreme to another. And I believe that was when Donald Trump became president. Okay, when Donald Trump became president, of course, he was not the guy who's your typical president. As a matter of fact, before that, he was he was a host and a philanthropist, and quite a wealthy man and quite a popular man, and so he never even had held an office. And so by not holding an office, he was really free pickings to really come after. Now, and let me get this straight here. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Donald Trump guy. All right, I'll just be real about it. He's in the political system, and the political system is what it is. So I'm not picking a side here. All right, I'm letting you know what to always understand, that both sides. All right, so I want to get back to Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump, because he was saying some outrageous things when he first got there to Washington, and he was posting on Twitter. And, someone who doesn't pay attention too much to the political system, because I know it's, in my own opinion, is rigged. But he became this other person that was just completely different. And regardless of what and how former President Trump, whatever it is, whatever he became, however he evolved, one thing that should have never been allowed is that our president, it doesn't matter if I don't like him, it doesn't matter if I don't agree with him. What matters is he holds the highest office basically in the world, and he was censored. And when that happened, I knew it was over. It wasn't about that it was President Trump. It was about censorship. And if you censor the person who holds the highest office, it is just a matter of time, or that was the time, when everyone was going to be censored. Now, apparently, President Trump, he made a lot of enemies, and the enemies that he made was on the other side of the party. Now, I know he had them on the inside, but again, because he was this incredible personality, and he still is. He still is. I believe he's going to run again. I do. I believe he could win. I believe he could win. I have no indifference about it. Okay, I don't have any. It's like, okay, because we're in a place of where we have to react through the actions that's being done, and we do not know because they keep it away from us. We don't know if we're going to get a stimulus check. We have no idea. We have no idea what they're going to do to us. And through this whole pandemic, we never knew anything till the very last second. And every promise that was made was not fulfilled. Oh, yeah, there was some. Okay, just enough. Okay. So basically, it became even more of hate and no love. I mean, just because I didn't agree with him didn't mean I hate the man. You know? And so now here we come up with the new president, President Biden, who's been in politics for like 50-something years. Now I can spend all day long talking about President Biden and his political career and all the things that he did, including the crime bill and all kinds of other things too, laws passed and things like that. But now President Biden is the president. And as a human being and as an American, I have to respect President Biden, even though I don't agree with anything. But he is the one who holds the office and he has a right to say his opinion. Now, again, I believe that the controlled media is on his side because he can't make a mistake. You know, he can't make a mistake. And believe me, if you're on the winning side, which he's on, and it appears that the controlled media and the new world design here, has plans for him. And so, but again, here, what do I do? What do I do as an American? I still must respect the man in the office. It doesn't mean that I agree with anything, but I still have respect for the office. Because without him, what's going to get done? Well, again, we can't go through the Congress and the Senate and all this stuff. So, and it doesn't matter. See, I don't have a choice. You may have your vote, but it doesn't mean that it's going to make any difference because they are the ones who run us. It's not the other way around. We may think, oh, we're the people, we're the vote. No, you can see that now. So, getting back here. So we were talking about him running the White House. All right, I wanted to say something else here too. I'm going to say respect here. Oh, okay. All right. So now let's talk about what's in the news today. All right. And I think that one of the people that I really want to talk about is Simone Biles. This lady who was given everything to the sport basically had a mental health condition of some kind and could not concentrate on her task of being the Olympian that she's been, the all-around. Now, when this all came out, it was really weird because I saw the show. I saw her when she was kind of wishing everyone good luck. I didn't know what it meant until, hours later. And I realized that this person was only, and I mean only 24 years old, and that the pressure that she must feel is totally different than anything I felt. Now, one of the things is you say to yourself, if you were in her shoes, you'd have done it. Particularly, I would have said, oh, if I was her, I'd have done it. But I'm not her. And I'm not the one who, I grew up in another time when there was a paper. You got a newspaper. That's how you found the news. We used to have the Kansas City Star, and I want to say the Kansas City Times in the afternoon. So they had a day paper, and then they dropped off the evening paper. So my father, he would read his paper and that paper in the morning, then he would read the one that came in that day. And so, and then there's only 3 stations. And here there are 500 or more stations that talk about this lady. Now this is what really gave me time and brought me to this place where this, that I had to, for me, was time to make a decision about this. Time to understand, like, why in the world would someone do this? And I realized I'm not in this young lady's shoes. I'm not in her shoes. I don't know the things that goes on with her. Now, with my understanding that she was been taking Ritalin, which Ritalin, Adderall, these are things that are pharmaceuticals. They help you concentrate. And so when she went to Japan, she could not take the Ritalin, and that somehow threw her body off mentally, because Ritalin is, for the brain. And so it's like, if someone has been taking this all their life, then wow, it would affect them, later on. So now here we come to like Michael Phelps. I went back to Michael Phelps. Okay. And everybody remembers Michael Phelps. You can see all the medals that this young man won, and he kept coming back and winning more medals. And then somehow there was a picture of him with a bong in his hand or whatever. And the next thing you know, he was like literally chastised, not given any credit. And, so these heavy duty things came down on him, and he, began and had his own depression and is still fighting for it, and it's just sad that we are not giving these people a break. But again, everything is a break or clickbait. And that's what's going on. Here's another person, Candace Owens. Candace Owens is an African-American woman who has made a very a great name for herself. Yes, she is on the right. I'm not saying I agree with everything that she says, but I do like the lady, and that she speaks her points. And the one thing I like about her is, if she doesn't know, she will not speak about it and will admit what she knows and what she doesn't. And yet, and I'm the one also, we all grew up, if you were someone of color, you were an automatic Democrat, which I'm not holding that anymore. Okay. Again, I graduated from high school, but I went to high school. Okay. I went to kindergarten too. All right. I became an adult of my mind. So I've made other different decisions that I'm walking by myself. But you know what? Most of the time you're walking by yourself anyway. But I know, because I talk about Sophia, Mother Sophia, and her love and creation for us, that of course, I don't know anybody else doing that. It's okay. All right. I've been in rooms where, I'm the only one who thinks the opposite. You got to stand for something, you stand for nothing. And so, but I'm not here to force it on anybody, but I am here to tell you that you need to know this. This is very important, because everybody passes. So again, it's time to make a decision, and it's not a choice, because, ladies and gentlemen, life is about decisions. I'm going to say it again. Choice is a thought process. You have choices, but at the end of the day, it's a decision. Now you can go back and go, you know what? I made a choice back then. You made a decision. You took the process of the choices and decided to make the decision, which is the contract and which is the intention. So in this thought process, I've decided to send love. Okay. I've decided to send love to the big tech. I send you guys love. I'm sure one of these days we're all going to be on the same team. That's my desire. We can agree to disagree, but we're Americans and let's do the First Amendment. Politicians, I don't like any politicians, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sending you love because I'd rather send you love than send you hate. Because hate doesn't get us anywhere, but it creates more hate. So I'm sending out to President Biden, I'm sending you love to make the right decision for the American people. Nancy Pelosi, don't agree with you about anything, but I'm sending you love that eventually you will make the right decisions for us Americans. We need you to make the right decisions. And also, I'm going to end on it with all those who disagree with me, all those who I've made you gnash your teeth at me, all those who said I'm backslidden, all those who've decided that they're going to tell me what their opinion is and mine doesn't matter. I'm still sending you love. So and also the ones that I disagree with, I'm sending you love. I'm asking for it back. But again, I don't give love. I give it as a gift. I give it in because it's the right thing that Mother wants me to do, as well as yourself. Because she always points out when you could feel that hate. And remember that you get into the hate side, guys, nobody wins on that one. Nobody does. So I'm sending love out to you. Where has the love gone? Well, it's beginning here again. So we're going to begin one more time here again. All right. Let's see here. Before I go, I got some comments. Oh, yes. My beautiful Brian, what are you talking about? Yes, respect for the office, not the person in the office. Right. Right. That's right. You don't have to like them, but you got to respect them. And I respect you. Okay. Mental health is a very serious issue. It is. My wife was in the military for 20 years. And believe me, she saw all that as well as experienced that. And I'm so proud of you, honey, because you have worked hard on yourself to be better. It doesn't hurt that you have a great husband. Did I say that or thought that? Uh-oh. She stated the weight of the world. She stated the weight of the world's on her shoulders. That's a lot to ask someone who's so young. That's right. This is what happened with Simone. She felt the weight of the world, especially in this political situation that we're in, right? You know, I'm sure each country, you know, the Russian Olympic Committee and, you know, China and Japan, who's hosting it, to get medals is always, you know, the pressure there. And so I don't know it. But these people are young, so young, feeling this pressure. It's totally different when you get older, you know? So when I was 24, I definitely always wanted to know how people thought about me. By the time you're here, you're just glad to have a day. So thinking what people think about you, I don't spend a minute. I don't spend 5 minutes on how people don't like me or don't disagree with me, but I do know that people do. Okay. And also, Tracy says, Mother Sophia is always with us, so we are not walking alone. Thank heavens for Mother. All right. So Tracy and I both are sending love to everyone. And believe me, I love my loved one from my wife. Thank you, sweetheart. Now, just to let you know before I let you go here, I I'm not sure if I'm going to be going live here. I may be starting to post now. I think I might be able to do a better job. But again, I will still be going live until I make that announcement here. So I wish everyone love. I wish everyone a great weekend. I wish everyone spiritual greatness because you deserve it. And I lift up all our politicians and all the ones who run the big tech. Smother them with love, mother. Give them some love so they'll do the right thing. Love you now. I'll be back next week and the week after that and the week after that.